Our dilemma that's got you all talking online today. Could you forgive your child's partner if they cheated on them? And would you meddle in their relationship? Now, Brenda, you were pulling faces when I was reading that.
I don't call it meddling.
Let's all take a wild guess what Brenda would do.
Look, OK, my thing is, you know, from my own personal experience, when I was going through a bad relationship physically, and my family told me about it, and they were like, don't. But it's the way that you say it to your children, because they told me and I went straight forward. I went straight for it. But if I see a red flag, I'm going to announce that red flag, and I'm going to keep announcing that red flag until either of my children listen. And I think I have the right to do that because, you know, you can always look at a relationship from the outside and see more than what the person can see inside that relationship.
Would you say that person's not coming to my house, sort of thing? Would you be that?
No, I want them to come to my house. Come, bring them. Oh. Bring them.
What would you do?
Come for dinner. I'll cook you something really nice.
I'm really curious about how you would meddle. Would you do it with your child or would you do it with them? Would you, like, take them to one side and go,
oh, no, I don't. I won't go that far. There's certain things that I ask and there's certain things that I expect. If you come into the house, then you say hello. You say please, you say you're welcome, you say thank you. If those things are missing, you're gone.
But what if they say please, thank you, you're welcome, but they're cheating on your daughter or son and not treating them very well?
Well, there's certain questions that I will ask to find that out, and then once they've gone, then I will speak to my daughter or my son.
How do they respond when you
be my children.
when you intervene?
Do you do the spotlight on them?
Unfortunately,
interrogation.
Well, I don't quite do an well, yeah, I've
done it.
OK, once.
Brenda, I've done SAS.
Really nice.
I can help you out with this stuff. What do you need?
You know, you speak and then you're saying something and then there's that smile where you give it.
You like Robert De Niro in Meet?
Yeah, like the mafia. Yeah.
Well, I am.
I'm going to hunt you down like the dog that you are.
Yeah, but I'm a very nice person to everybody that I meet, and if there's something that you've done that when my daughter comes home and or my son comes home and their face is fixed, then you're not coming back into the house again.
What would you do if they don't listen to you, just like you didn't listen to your family?
I'll just keep a very close eye, and every other day, are you all right? How's everything going?
OK.
It's nice to be checked in on. I didn't have the check-in on. I had the don't do.
Doesn't it depend how old your children are as well? You know, kind of, because the older they get, surely the less that they listen.
No. Well, under 18, there's no boyfriend.
I think teenagers, they think they know it all, don't they? And they think, well, Mum, you don't know what you're talking about, and, you know... And I went through an experience where my first ever boyfriend was my next-door neighbour, so the families knew each other really well, but unfortunately, because I wasn't Jewish and they were very strict Jews, his father came knocking and said, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't have your daughter see my son anymore. And what that did, though, was both fathers were adamant that we weren't going to be together, so we just dug our heels in and we made secret plans and hatched out to try to meet each other. Because when you're dealing with teenagers and love, you think that's the end of your world, you know, if that relationship breaks up. So you have to... I would personally voice how I felt in a very diplomatic way, and I know...
Remind them that you're a police officer.
Right, yes. and I think at the end of the day, kids do want your approval.
Yeah.
And so I think if you do it in a subtle way, in the back of their mind, they'll have that little niggly thing and they'll figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
And I imagine you just go investigating, because you've got a forensic mind.
I mean, obviously I'm married to Gary, who has more of the sort of sledgehammer Brenda effect, where he just kind of goes like that. Whereas I'm more sort of... I sort of drop deadly comments along the way. So if I like somebody, then fine. But if I don't, I'll kind of... So say, for example, if I thought that they're... you know, they haven't got a job and they're kind of taking the mickey financially, I'll sort of go, oh, so did they get you a birthday present then? And if they say no, I'll kind of go, interesting.
Yeah, just...
That's shadier than me. That's shady.
I just let it hang. So I'm not giving an opinion particularly. Well, I am, obviously.
But they know you're not amused.
But if you said
it puts the seed of doubt into their heads, which then hopefully will...
So you're not telling them what to do.
I don't want a seed of doubt. I want you to know exactly what's going on. There's no doubt seeds, nothing. You know.
Yeah, but if you plant the seed of doubt, then it's their decision.
Oh.
Yeah. What about, obviously, if you had the whole Romeo and Juliet thing going on, you know, with secret, you know, star-crossed lovers and that sort of thing, and then you've said that you've had other relationships that were difficult, obviously, after that time. Were your parents worried for you when you met Rod? Because obviously, you know, what I mean by that is obviously other gentlemen that maybe you'd meet, you don't know anything about them, but actually when you meet someone that all their life history is out
Google.
there, were they
Well,
worried?
well, of course, it's just headlines, but there were a lot more that they knew about Rod than my other boyfriends. But what was wonderful is the same age group as my father, and they came from a different generation where there is a lot of respect. And when they went for their first dinner, my husband wore his pinstripe suit because my dad was a lawyer, and my lawyer father wore a leather jacket. You know, just wanted to please each other. And they got on like a house of fire, and they still do. So I got lucky.
It's all good. It's all good.